Hello and welcome to the Projektor Tool tutorial. Today we will learn how to work with Media Player object. This time we will use Projektor Tool version 1.12. Well, for the moment there are two units where a speaker is available. There are Opus A6 Generation 2 and Opus A8. For this displays, an additional object is provided to be able to handle speaker. It is Multimedia Player object. Please mention that this object is only visible in the object palette if you work with a project created for one of mentioned display. Multimedia Player can be used for playing audio or video files. Here, following codecs are supported. Please pay attention that the most codecs are not free for commercial use. Let us now create a simple project with Multimedia Player to see how this object is working. Create a project with default settings. For example, for Opus A6 Generation 2. I'll take this one. So it will take a time. And you'll then see it here in your project tree. As always, we first need a frame. Let us do it full screen. And now, you see it here, we can drag and drop Multimedia Player inside. As you see here, Multimedia Player is a complex object. It has its own properties here, but it also contains multiple other objects, such as buttons, or bar graphs, or string fields. All these objects already own some intelligence. So you can see it here. It already have some events. So you can already use them as they are, but you can also modify them due to your needs. Let us first look at the properties of Multimedia Player itself and make all possible chat objects visible. You see the common properties are actually same as for all the objects from the object palette. So you see here the position and size, skin properties, visibility. Most interesting are here object-specific properties. Let us look at them. This first one, adapt the size of this player to the size of the parent frame, if it's set to true. This second object property, this have only influence to design time, not on the unit to runtime, and it reorder the included objects back to default size and position. For example, these buttons here. Here you can switch on or off a parts of Multimedia Player. So for example, playlist, you see it here. Backward and forward, you see them now here. Volume bar, buttons minus and plus, full path and title. What is also interesting is this playlist media files. I'll go here and I will add a few of them. I have prepared 3 files and add them all together here. Here I can also change the order, but I will leave it as it is. And here we can also adapt the playlist width, so the width of this object if we would like to. If I'll scroll down, I will see the IDs of all the included chat objects. That's it about the Media Player properties. Now let us look at child objects included. Here you see display container with a playlist on the right side. Under it, you see media time and title string. And in the end, it is a set of the objects that can be used to control the basic function of the player. There are buttons for play, stop, previous and next, fast forward and rewind. Here is a shuffle for a random function, and this is a loop, which is actually a list object, as it has three options: for off, for loop current file, or loop all. Here, loop all option is default value. To change this value, you can use touch or encoder, or you can also set it with the JavaScript. If you would like to handle loops option using the JavaScript, you can do the following. I will get a button and put it over here. I will give it a size of all the other buttons we have there. Get out border and make it transparent. Remove shadow and put it on top of this list object. Now we will need an additional variable to use for this JavaScript. I will hit all the variables which are predefined and create a new one. Let's name it loop current mode. To edit this variable even more, you can switch to variable manager, and actually we don't need it to be so big. We'll make it like this and make it remnant, so this variable will be saved between startups. And now we can create our JavaScript. We go here to the project tree. With a right click on JavaScript, new file, we'll create a new file. I'll name it change loop mode. Well, first of all, to work with this, we need an ID of our media player. Here you see it is 34. Then we need a variable to get the current loop mode. We know there are three modes, which is connected to numbers 0, 1, or 2. So, as I would like to do it in a loop and switch even each time to the next mode, I can do it like this. And then I surely need to give this value back to the variable. And now what is very important, also send a comment to the multimedia player. which need ID of my media player, comment itself, add new value, and that's it. Save JavaScript, and don't forget to save the complete project as well. Now we surely need to give this function to our new button. I'll go to Event and make it to OnPress. And save it once again. Now let us check what we get as a result here. We can test it using the simulation here. Now we are in the simulation. You see our media player with the playlist with 3 files in default position over the loop. So it used loop all option. Now we switch it to loop current file, and now it's switched off. Back to our development environment. Right to the buttons we already talked about, we have volume control objects with plus and minus, with volume bar and volume on and off button. Important here is that not only this object alone controls the volume of your player. The real volume will be calculated using the following formula. As you see, it is better to initiate the predefined internal variable add beeper max volume with your required value to be sure you will get needed result. We will do it here with the JavaScript. We go here to the project tree, JavaScript, and create a new script. Here I will search it on a list and drag and drop it here. And set it to 100%, so you will get the maximum volume you can get. I will save this file and will reference it to the event on project init. I will save the project and try it again with my simulation. Well, as you see, our media player is working well, and you can try it on your own unit. Thank you for your attention. Till the next time.